Hello and welcome to Shell Point Today for Tuesday, October 11th. I'm Adam Brown. Coming up on today's show, Teri Kollath will go beyond the classroom to learn about Academy instructor Wayne Swanson. And Pharmacy Director Joy Darnell will talk to us about the Medicare Part D update presentation. But first, we want to remind you of tomorrow's opportunity to tour the all-new and spectacular 35,000 square foot clubhouse. The club at Shell Point, as it is officially called, has a lot to offer beyond golfing. There's fitness and exercise rooms, a gym, salon and spa, and the fabulous dining with spectacular views. Well, now is your chance to see it all on Wednesday, following the private ribbon cutting ceremony for key staff. Transportation will be provided to shuttle residents to and from the clubhouse beginning at 10 a.m. The complete schedule can be found on page 7 of this month's Shell Point Life. If you have an interest in astronomy, then you might want to attend Thursday's Astronomy Interest Group. Resident Doug Heatherly will give a presentation on dark energy and dark matter. There will also be the opportunity to view the sun through a special telescope, weather permitting. The astronomy meeting is open to everyone and begins at 1:15 p.m. in the Osprey room on the island. Thursday is also the time for the fall dance. Let's celebrate by dancing under the harvest moon. That's the theme of this dance, which will be complete with hot apple cider, pumpkin pie, and other autumn-inspired desserts while dancing to songs you know and love, performed by Kelly and Shelley. The cost of the dance is $15 per person and will be held in the Grand Cypress room from 7 to 10 p.m. this Thursday. Make sure you sign up at either service desk. And now it's time to go beyond the classroom and learn more about one of your Academy instructors. If you were privileged to attend the class on the angry voter and the 2016 presidential election or debates and polls, then you learned much from political science teacher Wayne Swanson. He recently sat with Teri Kollath, who discovered more about his life inside and outside the classroom.
Hi, I'm Teri Kollath. I manage the Academy of Lifelong Learning here at Shell Point Retirement Community. And today I'm going to introduce you to a very new resident who's jumping right in and teaching some courses in our Academy about political science. His name is Wayne Swanson, and he now lives in Turbin. Thank you so much for joining me, Wayne. Right off the bat, we're wondering if you grew up in politics, or how did you get interested in politics? Where did you grow up in? What led you into politics?
Okay, I am a native New Englander. I was born and reared in Rhode Island, and actually I got all my education in Rhode Island. I graduated with a BA and a master's degree from the University of Rhode Island. And then I moved upstate to Brown University for my PhD. After that, I moved to Connecticut for 30 years, and I taught in the government department at Connecticut College in New London, Connecticut. Which was a delightful experience. I enjoyed very much. I retired about 10 years ago, and I had purchased a house in Maine during my teaching at Connecticut College, and so I retired up there. On October 7th, I will no longer own a house in Maine, so I will be a full-time Florida resident. I'm just delighted, feel privileged and blessed to be here.
That's wonderful. I know that at a very young age you thought political science was fun, but what about your students? Did they enjoy it? Did they have as much fun as you did with political science?
I think, yes, they did. They did. They enjoyed it. Obviously, it was an elective for most of them. It wasn't a required course. It was, I have to say, it was the most popular major at the college while I was there. It grew tremendously. Yes, it did. And it's a small college, and so the classes were reasonably small, and you got to know the students very well, and you could do some things that you probably couldn't do at a large university. I mean, universities today, they televise their courses, and I guess people can stay in their dorm rooms and listen to lectures, and that's not my cup of tea, really, but I guess that's what happens in some education.
Right.
So.
Here at Shell Point, Wayne, you're going to be teaching two classes. The first one, the implications of the angry voter and the 2016 presidential election, and then you're going to jump into debates, polls, and what's next. These are challenging topics, and you must have a lot of experience doing this sort of thing.
Yeah, I've had some experience doing it. I haven't been doing it for a while, and so one of the attractions when I came here was the opportunity to get back into this in a moderate sort of way. I'm going to basically, during the first class, try to tell people or show people why Donald Trump won the nomination. I could argue that he probably was one of the most unlikely candidates to ever receive the nomination of a major
That's what
party.
everyone thought, wasn't it?
Yes, but you can. I mean, in some ways it's early to be analyzing all that, but there's enough information out there that you can put together, and you can see pretty clearly the steps that he took and what it actually took for him to break through. One of the allied questions, which is very important now, is what's going to happen to the Republican Party, because whether he wins or whether he loses, things are going to be different. The party is in kind of shambles now, and so we're going to speculate a little bit about that as well.
You're brand new to Shell Point, so just tell us in a few words, why Shell Point? What brought you here?
Well, actually, I probably was here before you were here. I actually came here because I saw the guest house listed in the AAA book, and I stayed at the guest house and ate at the Crystal Dining Room. I'm not sure it was named that then, but it was a dining room then, in 1976.
Oh, wow.
I was on vacation here and going to visit Sanibel, and I was looking for a place to stay. So we spent 2 nights here back then. And then, and so I knew about it, and I actually took the literature. I'm a Boston Red Sox fan, and the Boston Red Sox train, spring training in Fort Myers. And so when we had spring vacations, I would sometimes come down here and go to the Red Sox games. When they built their new stadium, I actually got season tickets to the Red Sox games. And when I got there, the first day for my season ticket, lo and behold, there was a couple sitting next to me, Don and Joan Bell, who now live in Junonia. And they told me, we're moving to Shell Point. And so we talked a lot about it. After a couple of years, I came over and visited them. After a couple of years, I did some more investigation. And I thought, well, this is a good place for you, Wayne. This is the perfect place for you. And you know, it was really a very good decision to make. The people here are so nice. The transition is easy. And I would recommend this to anybody.
That's fabulous. Wayne, from your perspective as a professor, why is it important that we engage in lifelong learning throughout our lifetime?
Oh, I think in order to basically survive in the world and live the same quality of life, you just can't shut it all off. And would that there be more opportunities for more people to do this thing? We do a lot, I think, and even in communities outside of Shell Point, there are opportunities to sign up for courses of all kinds. But they say you should move around, but you should also exercise your brain. And you also should be challenged.
It's been a pleasure introducing you to your fellow residents, Wayne Swanson, and we're very glad that whatever the pathway you took and whatever team brought you here, that you have chosen Shell Point for your retirement home.
You can learn all about the Voluntary Outpatient Prescription Drug Benefit Program for those on Medicare in tomorrow's presentation in the Social Center. Medicare Part D Update will be presented at 10:15 a.m. by Shell Point Pharmacy Director Joy Darnell. You'll get the latest information on what's new and what has changed to help you make the best decisions on what is right for you. For more insight, here's Joy Darnell.
Hi, I'm Michelle Tompkins of Resort Services, and I'm here in our Shell Point Pharmacy with Joy Darnell, the Director of Pharmacy Services. Hi, Joy.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm here to tell you, or actually have Joy tell you, about a Health Connections program which will take place October 12th called Medicare D Update. Now, the word Medicare is not new to us here at Shell Point, but I know that they have updates every year. Joy, tell me a little bit about what you'll be sharing with our residents and what those who sign up.
Each year, Medicare D changes. And so this year, Medicare D is changing again. And so I'll be giving you the highlights of the changes for 2017. And open enrollment starts on October 15th and goes to December 7th. So we're going to be doing all the updates so everyone can look at their plans they have currently, and then as soon as they make sure that they're on the right plan, either sign up for the new plan or stay with their old plan. So that's what we'll be doing at the meeting.
So this would be beneficial for a lot of our residents?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone who's on a Medicare D program needs to reevaluate their program, make sure that it's still current and up to date for the meds that they're taking.
Well, this is definitely a program that would be very beneficial to attend for much of our residents. So if you are interested in signing up, please call either service desk. And remember, this is October 12th at 10:15 in the Social Center. You will not want to miss Medicare D Update. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Charlie Howlin, and I'm the general manager here at the club at Shell Point, and I cannot begin to tell you how proud I am to be a part of this team that has put together this beautiful facility. And we are so excited to open our doors to show you what we have put together for you. The management team that we will be surrounding ourselves with, employees, I think you'll be really pleased.
Hello, my name is Carrie Mathein. I am the clubhouse dining manager here at the club at Shell Point. I'm very excited to open our doors this Wednesday, October 12th, starting at 10 a.m. for our grand opening tour. You can find tour times and shuttle bus times in Shell Point Life magazine. Whether you're here for golf, fitness activities, or salon and spa, please be sure and stop up here at the Banyan Grill so we can show you the wonderful dining experience and exquisite cuisine that we will be offering.
Hi, I am Chef Richard Brown, the executive chef at the club at Shell Point. Excited and delighted to be here and welcome all our residents. I think you'll find it a wonderful venue for everyone here. Whether you're interested in breakfast at the Breezeway, lunch at our Banyan Grill. We'll also have Asian cuisine, Floridian cuisine, Caribbean, and Mediterranean. So please come and enjoy a wonderful experience.
We look forward to seeing you here at Shell Point on October 12th.
And now it's time to cover all of today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Happenings segment on Shell Point TV. I'm Dora Robbins, and I'm here to tell you all about all of this week's activities. We're going to start today at 7:15 with Bend, Breathe, and Balance, and that's at the Health Club on the island. At 8 o'clock, we have Pickleball at the game courts on the island. We also have at 8 o'clock Round Robin Doubles Tennis, and that's at the tennis courts in the Woodlands. At 8:15, we have Stamp Ministry, and that's at the Stamp Room. At 8:30, we have Bocce, and that's at the Bocce Court at the Woodlands. At 8:30, we have Ladies Golf Association, that's at the Shell Point Golf Club. And at 9:15, we have Open Painting, and that's at the Art Studio on the island. Shuffleboard is at 9:15, that's at the Shuffleboard Courts. At 9:30, we have Match Play Mixed Doubles Tennis, and that's at the tennis courts at the Woodlands. At 10 o'clock, it's Basic Social Ballroom Dancing, and that's at the Health Club on the island, and that is full. And at 10 o'clock, Suzy Q is off to Doc Ford's. Sign up is required. At 10:15, we have Through the Bible Studies Group in the Osprey Room. We have Life Quest Healthy Living at 11:45. And at 12:30, we have Mixed Progressive Bridge, that's at the game room at the Woodlands. At 1 o'clock, we have Chronic Pain Self-Management Program, and that's at the Oak Room at the Woodlands, and that's full. At 1:15, we have the Knitters Group, and that's in the Osprey Room on the island. At 1:15, we have the Rollicking Recordist, and that's in the Tarpon Room on the island. We have Women's Ministry Prayer for Missions, that's at 1:15, that's at the Hospitality Room. At 1:30, we have Stamp Ministry, and that's in the Sabal Room at the Woodlands. And at 1:45, we have King's Crown Fun and Fitness, and that's at the Community Room at King's Crown. At 2:15, we have Vision Enrichment Group, that's at the Social Center on the island. And at 2:45, we have Ballet Fit, and that's at the Health Club on the island. At 3:45, we have Yoga Fit, and that's at the Health Club on the island. And our last activity for today is Kaleidoscope, that's at 7:15, and it's a celebration of arts, that's at the Village Church. Thanks, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Teri Kollath with your Academy information for Tuesday. At 8:45, court pickup begins on the island for Academy on the Go number 4, which is 6 miles Cypress Slough, and it's a hike and guided tour. At 9 o'clock, Fraktur Black Text Calligraphy, continues in the Sabal Room of the Woodlands. At 9 o'clock, we have the second session for the AARP Smart Driver course in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. At 4:30, we have the History of Iraq to Present Times in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands. Sign-up is required. Tomorrow, we have another series of intermediate bridge classes beginning with Susan Willoughby.
Menus for Tuesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is roast pork with mashed butternut squash and Brussels sprouts. For dinner, you can choose from their a la carte menu. The soup of the day is cream of mushroom. In the Island Cafe, the sandwich special is a chicken club with a side salad for $7.95. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are linguine and clams for $15.95 or stuffed chicken with port sauce for $14.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm Jerry Nanfelt, and I'm the Director of Women's Ministries at the Village Church, and I have with me today Peggy Zimmerman, and she is in charge of the Bible studies for the women at the church, and she's here today to talk about the fall Bible study, which is in session right now, actually.
We're really excited about what's going on with the Lucy Show Bible Study.
Good. I understand you have quite a number of women signed up. How do you feel about that, Peggy?
I think it's been a real blessing for them.
Good. Peggy's here today to especially tell us about the study for this week. We want to know what the theme is. Can you tell us what the theme is and a little bit about it?
I guess one of our favorite things to worry about is worry. And in this episode, Lucy goes on a vacation and then begins to worry that her replacement will become permanent. And so you can imagine some of the scheming that she does. But then we will take a look at the biblical nature and what we're to do with worry. Most of us have worries at times, and it can actually freeze us into inaction.
Right. Well, let me ask you, if there are women in the TV audience today that haven't attended or did not attend last week, the first week, can they still come?
That's what's really neat about this Bible study. Each session stands on its own. There's no book and no homework, so a person coming to the second one, if they miss the first one, it wouldn't make any difference. We would want people to come a little early. It's at 9:30 as far as the Bible study, but if they want to come early, we'll have coffee and cookies and lots of hospitality. And that would be on October 13th.
Wonderful. That's terrific, Peggy. And I do thank you for coming again today to tell us about what this week's study will be about. And I trust that many of the women will join us this week. Thank you for all you've done to make this Bible study possible this fall. It's really different, but it's an exciting time for all of us. I think many ladies are coming to this Bible study that maybe haven't attended one of our Bible studies before.
I think so.
And so we're glad about that. So, ladies, we hope that you'll join us this week on Thursday for this second lesson in the Lucy Show Bible study at the Village Church. Don't forget to come early at 9 o'clock for refreshments and fellowship. Goodbye now.
Thanks for joining us for today's program. Return tomorrow when Ruth Duber will bring us another great recipe in the What's Cooking segment. And we'll take a look at the latest artwork on display in the art studio in the Creativity Tunnel. This has been ShellPoint Today for Tuesday, October 11th. I'm Adam Brown, and on behalf of everyone here at ShellPoint TV, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow.